Yo, what's up everybody? Bassing in Bama. And today I'm gonna do a little something a little different today. This is something I've been wanting to do. Never really just got a chance to do it. But what I'm about to do now is break down we'll go through some of the baits that I use to catch fish in my previous video. I'm gonna try to do it on all my trips that I go out, even if I don't catch a fish. But if I have the camera on and I'm using a certain bait, and if I talk about it while I'm using it, I will talk about that bait in an update. But the reason I'm gonna do this video right here separate because the previous video is already like 20-something minutes long. So I didn't want to add this part of the video to that video and just have it even longer. So some of these updates or breakdown video may be included at the end of that particular video, especially if it end up being a short video. But like I said, just something I've been wanting to do, but never just tried it. Didn't really think it would work. Don't know how you all would like that, but hopefully you all will. So that's why I'm gonna say now, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification so you'll see when I upload videos. I don't upload a lot. I'm trying to get in the rhythm to being able to upload at least one video a week. So hit the subscribe, hit the bell, give me a thumbs up, drop a comment, share the video, share this channel. But I'm not gonna hold you all up any longer because I don't want this video to be too long. But I want y'all also to know that the video that I'm about to break down, the water that I was on was the first time that I ever fished that water, and I ended up having a blast. Caught a few fish, wasn't no giant, but I enjoyed catching fish because I've been on a no catching fish spree for a while now. But I caught a few fish in that video, and I hope y'all check it out. Hope y'all like it, man. So I'm gonna get head on into the video. The first bait that I used on that lake, or that pond I mean, was this KVD Buzz Toad. Green pumpkin back, chartreuse belly. This bait weighed 3/8 of an ounce. And the way I was fishing this bait was, I make long casts. That's what I'm all about. I try to get the longest cast possible. I make long casts, and you know, soon as right before buzz bait hit the water, you need to go and engage your reel. So I started off with a fast retrieve and wasn't even getting any bites. But at the same time, I didn't even know if any fish was in that pond. I'm just trying stuff. But I was making fast retrieve, couldn't get no bite. And on one retrieve, I made that long cast, engaged the reel, brought it back in, kind of, you know, pretty fast. And midway, I slowed it down. And when I slowed it down, I got my first blow up on this bait. And another thing is, that was my first time ever fishing this bait. I have it in a couple more colors. I'm gonna talk about that, but I have it in a few more other colors, but first time fishing the bait. Like I said, midway in that cast, I slowed it down, got my first blow up. That's when I knew then, it's fish in here, bass in here, because I seen it was a smaller bass. The next cast after that, I made the cast in the same exact spot, but I brought it back in slow the whole time. About 10-15 cranks of the handle, went blowed up on it, decent sized bass. That's how I caught that fish. So that's another thing, man. When you're going out fishing, man, I don't care what body of water, you have to change up your retrieve. You have to try to give them something different, especially if it is in pond that getting a lot of pressure. You gotta give them something different. But yeah, that's the first fish, first blow up, and the first fish was on this Strike King KVD Buzz Toad. Next, I caught fish on these bait. This bait right here, Zoom Little Critter Crawl, watermelon, chartreuse pinchers. Now, if you watch my videos, I'm a big fan of Zoom. I just started fishing this. That was my first fish using this. This was the only color my local academy had when I picked up this pack of creature baits. This is a 3-inch bait. Had it rigged on a 3-aught hook with a 3/8 ounce weight. All I was doing is making long casts, let it sink to the bottom, and just hopping across the bottom, dragging across the bottom. But when I caught the fish on this one, I was just making little quick hops across the bottom. That's when I got this bait. I'm gonna put this one down because I got some more baits to fall in that same category. And these are the Strike King Rage Tail Baby Crawl. A lot of times I call them Rage Crawl, but these are the baby crawls. This is the Rage Crawl. This is a 4-inch creature bait. And the way I started getting these baits is I got a couple packs of these in back when I was subscribed to Lucky Tackle Box. And I never fished them. But I decided to try them one day and I started catching them. And I would always throw the 4-inch because I didn't even know about the smaller ones. See, that's the way I am. I fish a lot of places from the bank. I fish a lot of pressure places. So I try to go to a finesse presentation because I try to give them something a little different. Try not to throw stuff in too big to spook fish, because you know, we all know they say big baits catch big fish. And that is, I say that's true. But sometimes I feel like a bigger bait can also scare some fish in certain places. If that's my opinion, it's, you know, if it's in a pressure place. So that's why I try to fish a lot of finesse stuff. So once I went in the academy, seen the smaller one, I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna get me some of these smaller baits, and I've caught a lot of fish. If you watch my video, you see me throwing this Rage Tail Baby Crawl a lot. In some of my previous videos, like some of my older videos, you'll see me catching them on the 4-inch. But I wasn't really talking about the 4-inch, 3-inch and all that because I didn't even know about these. I just found out about the 3-inch a couple of weeks ago, no, about a couple of months ago now. But now, because this was like my go-to bait, go-to creature bait. But now, I got this one. I like the action of this one. And I'm a big fan of Zoom baits. Only thing about it, I just got to get these and some more different colors. So now, it's a battle between these two. Hopefully, I may end up doing a video putting these against each other to see which one I can catch the most fish on. That someone may do in the future. Okay. The next bait I was trying to do them in order, but I'm going to go out of order. I'm going to go back to another bottom bait. There's another bottom bait. This is a 6-inch Strike King Rage Tail Cutter Worm in green pumpkin. If you can see it, that tail been dyed before. I didn't dye when I was at that pond that day. This tail was already dyed before I got there. Because that's another thing I do. I dip a lot of my baits in that spiky chartreuse garlic. But this one right here, I got it rigged with a 4-aught wide gap hook. Sometimes I use a regular offset hook. Sometimes between, it's gonna always be a 4-inch. When I'm fishing this bait right here, it's gonna always be either 4-inch or a 5-inch wide gap, or a 4-5-aught, just a straight offset hook. And the thing about this bait right here, it got that tail, like a little paddle tail. Like now I got it rigged with the tail down. Sometimes I rig it and I have the tail pointing up. It's just something I do. I don't know which one. I really don't keep up which way catch the most fish. I just say, hey, I'm gonna rig it down this time, and the next time I rig it up. But it's a decent bait. And I started fishing with this bait the same way I started fishing the Rage Craw. Got it in a Lucky Tackle box, took it out one day, started catching fish. Pretty good fish. It's pretty much like a Cinco style bait if you take the tail off. But pretty good bait, man. If you never tried it, try it. Also, I fish it on a 3/8 ounce weight. And sometimes I peg it, sometimes I won't peg it. Sometimes I had to peg up a few. And that's the same way with these baits too. I peg them. Sometimes I had to peg up a few inches up just to let that weight slide up and down. I feel like that give a little more movement every now and then, because sometimes I like that bait to fall behind that weight. So I think I think that helped increase the bite sometime. But I'm gonna move forward to the last bait that I caught fish on, and it's the chatterbait. This is not the exact chatterbait that I caught the fish in, but I wanted to just show it. The chatterbait that I use, and this is the original Z-Man chatterbait, but the one in the video was a original Z-Man chatterbait, a ½ ounce. This is a 3/8 ounce. It was a ½ ounce, but it was in the bluegill color. And I had a hold on for 1 minute. I had it rigged with this little 3.5 cane thumper in watermelon red ghost, made by Big Bite Baits. That's what I had on that one. But this right here, this is a little raised tail, raised swimmer on this one, but we're not gonna talk about this one, but because I didn't catch a fish on it. I did throw it, but I didn't catch a fish on it. But that's what I was using, a original Z-Man chatterbait in a ½ ounce. And with this little 3.5 cane thumper, watermelon ghost, little swim bait by Big Bite Bait. And the way I fish that, the same way I fish pretty much all my baits. My main thing is I want to get the longest cast possible. And with my chatterbaits, a lot of times I let my chatterbaits sink to the bottom, just like I would do a Texas rig or shake your head or whatnot. I let it sink to the bottom. And when it sink to the bottom, I engage the reel just enough to tighten the line. And then what I do is like give it a good quick pop off the bottom. I feel like it shoot up off the bottom. And I caught a lot of fish off like that. I feel like when it hit the bottom of the water, and you give it that quick pop, it jump off the bottom with that vibrate. And that's another reason. That's another reason I do that quick pop is to get that blade to doing its job. And I caught a lot of fish on it like that. And if I don't get a bite off that pop, I just bring it in on slow retrieve. Sometimes I speed it up a little bit. Sometimes I yo-yo it, just like if I was fishing a lipless crankbait, and I caught a lot of fish doing it. But I'm gonna tell you something about the chatterbaits. And this is the truth. I've caught more fish on a chatterbait without a trailer. I started fishing with the trailers because, you know, you hear the story, buck up the bait, catch bigger fish, and I am trying to catch some bigger fish. I'm trying to break my personal best before this year out. I want to catch a double-digit fish. So if it take me to throw a bigger bait to get that bigger bite, I would do it. But I've caught more fish on a chatterbait without a trailer. No lie. But I do think my biggest chatterbait fish came with the trailer though. And that was like this year. I caught a 3-pound, 2-ounce bass on a chatterbait that had a trailer. And the thing about that, I had that fish, that catch on camera, and I was using the same exact trailer, but a different color chatterbait. But yeah, that's just that's gonna pretty much wrap this video. Like I said, I don't want to make it too long and boring or whatnot. But I covered all the fish. I covered all the baits that I use to catch fish. I'm not gonna cover the baits that I just use, because if I did that, I'd probably have about 10 baits, 10, 15 baits down here in front of me. But like I said, it's just something I wanted to try. I'm gonna see how it's gonna play out. If you run across the video, you like this style of video, let me know. Like I said, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, give me a thumbs up, drop a comment, give me a share the channel, share the video. I appreciate it so much, and I want to tell y'all to continue to stay safe, and like always stay blessed, and I'll see you all next time.